Kind of an advanced Tide button that you can buy from the Amazon. AI. Apple Vision Pro is on a pre-order. A short visual of the Galaxy Smart Ring. Hey everyone, it's Blade, and this is the first episode of Tech Digest, where I'll share with you a couple of news from the tech world that happened in the months. So this is the episode for January, which will probably, hopefully, come out on the last day of January, talking about the things that happened in the January 2024. If you like the idea, if you want to see more of this video, sub to the channel, like this video, and comment down below. Now, let's get started. CES 2024. Well, if you're in this channel, probably you know what I'm talking about, but this is the major consumer electronics showcase that happens every year. And this year was the year of AI. From the small things like the Rabbit R1 to the AI bikes that were presented during the event. So Rabbit R1 is the $200 AI thing with a screen, flip camera, and the scroll wheel. It was designed in collaboration with Teenage Engineering, who are really famous for their cool industrial design items. Probably they do take a heavy inspiration from Dieter Rams, who is a really amazing designer. He was the lead designer of Brown, so if you don't know who I'm talking about, look him up. His designs are incredible and still look modern, especially with Teenage Engineering having designed a lot of things that might be not really necessary or you wouldn't think that you need them, but they look cool. The same as the Playdate that was also co-designed by the Teen Engineering. The thing with the Rabbit R1, it was sold out instantly nearly. The 10,000 units, I think it was, in the first batch, they sold it out in a day or even less than a day. I know it's a really cool new thing, but honestly, spending $200 on the same thing that can actually be done with the Shortcuts app on your iPhone, well, it's a bit of a hit and miss. We have to wait for the reviews that come up soon enough, hopefully, and we'll see if this is something that really worth buying or getting for yourself. But the things that we know about the R1 are the 2.8-inch display, 128 gigs of storage, and it's an AI thing that you can teach what to do and it will do it for you. Kind of an advanced Tide button that you can buy from the Amazon. Another thing from the CES 2024 was the transparent OLED screens from LG, well, the TVs. You don't care about it? I will not get it anytime soon, but it looks really cool. The necessity of the transparent TV, probably non-existent, like you don't need it, or the quality, I'm not sure if it's gonna be good or bad in any kind of lighting situation. Well, if it's going to be completely dark, it's going to be good on the black wall, but if it's going to be in the middle of the room, it looks cool as an aquarium, but the price is the main concern. Another Steam Deck killer, MSI Claw, was also presented at CES. Well, it's a thing that costs twice as much as Steam Deck. It has more RAM, it has a more powerful processor, it has more base storage than the LCD version. It's the 512 gig. It has the minimum model, so the same as the OLED version for Steam Deck, but it comes with Windows 11. So it's up to you if you feel like this is again another Steam Deck killer for $700 US, or it's just a gimmick. And I'm also biased to Steam Deck because the Steam Deck actually started this channel, so one loves Steam Deck. But if you're not into the portable handhelds and you're into the holograms, the next one is for you. The HoloBox Holo Connect is the hologram box that can actually live stream or play pre-recorded videos of the holograms. Honestly, it looks nice, and in the marketing campaigns, it looks really weird when people actually try to interact with it. I personally don't see any benefits between having just a regular TV with the person on the screen and the hologram. Also, I don't know the price, but you have the commercial version that is currently marketed to the stores, to the hotels. I don't want to go to a hotel where there is a hologram and just talking to me. No. But if you want a personal one, I think they also have like the small box sized version. It's still not available for purchase, I think, but if you're into those things, keep your eye on the Holo Connect. And Tupac at 2024 Coachella was a bit more epic. It wasn't technically a hologram, but it still looked impressive considering the time and just the looks of it than this thing. Also, a couple of motherboards that had the back connectors were showcased at CES. I think it's a really good move towards the whole ecosystem of PC buildings, that your PC will look clean on the front and back will be messy as always, because just some of us do cable managing. But probably before doing the backwards connector, you just all have to gather around and decide on a single connector for the front panel, because honestly, this is the worst part of building a PC. Of course, there were more things at CES, and to cover it, it's kind of impossible in a single video. Plus, if you want to see from this channel what's happening at CES, subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment down below, and maybe one day I'll grow enough this channel to be able to go over there and film, or maybe even live. Are you allowed to live stream from CES? Probably yes, but subscribe to the channel, like this video if you want me someday to share live from CES with you. A thing that happened in January is the release of Clicks. It's kind of connected to CES, I think it was in the same timeline, but Clicks is the case for your iPhone 14 Pro, 15 Pro Max, and 15 Pro that just adds a QWERTY keyboard to your phone. The size of your phone is humongous, but honestly, it's backed by Mr. Mobile or Michael Fisher or the most wholesome YouTuber in the tech world. So I'm hoping that this product will succeed, and we're gonna see the Android versions for Samsung and Google Pixel. Probably those are the first two things that come to mind when people talk about Android. So I hope we can see this product live and succeed. But the price is a bit steep at $139 US. It is a QWERTY keyboard, which is in the case, and it has a backlight, so that's a good thing. But I'm sure a lot of R&D went into the process, and because it's just the first iteration of the product, it costs so much. So hopefully the price will decrease in some time. We're gonna still see this product, and maybe in 10 years, Apple will release its own MagSafe compatible keyboard. Cars, they're also tech. It doesn't matter if they're electric or not, cars are tech, especially in the 2023. So Hyundai, as probably you've seen, is scaling recently with their cars like Envision 74, the car which is famous on TikTok and Instagram as Who Broke Hyundai's Heart. Amazing car, looks fabulous, but I'm not actually going to talk about the car. They actually released the flying car, and it's not a flying car, it's a eVTOL, which is the electric vehicle of the air, land or something. So it's a helicopter for personal use, which is for some reason called a flying car, but it looks cool. It's something new and interesting, and probably in the 5-6 years we'll be seeing those things flying around and also having traffic in air in addition to the traffic on roads. I have to read a bit of information from here. So the flying car can reach up to 120 miles per hour, and quoting Jeremy White from Wired, it's as silent as dishwasher on the takeoff. So probably the sound will not be the concern, and it has a lot of motors, it has a lot of propellers. It looks nice, and it's something that I thought that you should probably know, that we're gonna see flying cars probably around 2028. Even though this is the last thing about CES, and I'm sure you still want something about AI. So I have a Samsung event that happened on the 17th of January, and it was all about AI. A comprehensive experience that will be embedded into the Galaxy S24 lineup, and some of the features which will be added to the previous generation of Galaxy S devices. Hopefully I'll get it on my S23 Ultra, and I can share it with you if it's cool or not cool, if I'll use it anytime soon. So I'll keep you updated on my Twitter account, so subscribe to that too. But actually a cool thing from the AI features of the new Samsung will be the improved Notes app. It will do the transcript with splitting up the speakers and it will also give you a recap of the meeting, which is a really useful feature, and I'm sure many of you will use it if you're working in an environment where you have to talk to people. An actually amazing thing for the S24 lineup is the 7 years of software updates. That's a big number, and I'm happy that brands like Samsung are going towards it. Yeah, we know that iPhone is being supported for many years, but Samsung recently trying to keep up and putting in more and more years of support. So I'm thinking that they are planning to cut down maybe the release of their phones every year, or maybe they're planning to introducing the pre-owned phones on their website or something. Like, there was also talk about the collaboration with Google in the presentation, the circle to search, which sounds like a weird thing. Honestly, it will take 2 steps when you screenshot and then upload it into the Google search by image, which does the same thing, but now you can just take out your stylus, circle it, and it will be searching for the thing that you're looking for. Even though circle to search is not for me, the quick share unification across all of the Android devices and Windows PC is something amazing. I personally use a lot of the things connecting my S23 Ultra with my PC, so I do have the Windows link always enabled. I have all of the messages. I have the clipboard, which is really cool thing where you can just copy the thing from your phone and paste it into your PC, or do vice versa. Again, Apple ecosystem had it for probably years, but this is the thing where PC, doesn't matter which PC you have, if it's a Windows PC and if it's an Android phone, you can do it. And now unification with the Google version and the Samsung version into a single thing will be amazing, which will allow you to share the things easily between the Pixels and Samsungs and other phones. But overall, the S24 lineup looks good. The S24 Ultra is now a flat screen device made out of titanium, following iPhone. And honestly, this year, colors look good. The yellow titanium, it's nice, but the S24 in purple looks amazing. If I didn't want a stylus, if I didn't want 5 cameras at the back because I just need them for some reason, I would go with S24 base model in purple. It just looks so good. A couple of more things that went into the S24 lineup: the new processors, blah blah blah, etc. Improved cameras, AI in cameras, recyclable materials. That's all good. But one interesting thing that happened at the end of the presentation: a short visual of the Galaxy Smart Ring. I have no clue when it comes out, but if they teased it on this event, probably we're gonna see it closer to the foldables event in August. So probably stay updated for August, or I'm sure they will leak something before that in a month or two, or probably sometime in a close future. If we talked about the Samsung, we have to talk about Apple. But for Apple, the news are not so great. Apple Watch Series 9 and Ultra 2 are again banned for sale in the United States. If you know about the situation with the S9 series and the Ultra 2, it's having the sensor that was patented in the US, and Apple is kind of breaching the patent, so another company claimed the lawsuit and they actually won, but Apple is trying to push back, so the sale ban didn't go, but then it actually went through, so Apple were not allowed to sell it. Then they were allowed to sell it again, and now we're back to banning the S9 and Ultra 2 watches in the United States. However, we are here in Canada, so if you're in the States, take a short drive and get your S9 or Ultra 2 watch and just use it in the United States. Apple Vision Pro is on a pre-order for a low price of $3,499 US plus tax depending on where you live. Is it expensive? Yes. Is it worth it? I don't know. Does it look weird? Yes. And the actual start day of sale is the 2nd of February, so we're just kind of putting it a bit into this video. Probably next month I will talk about it and say how many thousand of units Apple sold it, and how everyone was saying that this is the best device ever, you have to buy it because it's Apple. But if you're interested in what you can buy from the Apple Store right now for the same price of the one Apple Vision Pro, here's the list. CES is covered, Samsung is covered, Apple is a bit covered, and probably you still want a bit of AI. Google just launched Lumiere AI, which their model for generating the videos from text, for editing the videos, for improving the videos, it has like a couple of functions. Even though, yeah, we do have some text to video generation software, but this is a thing kind of a revolution because they do use a different technique of generating the video. So it actually looks much smoother than in the current gen of AI, the ChatGPT or any other service that you use. The new Google Lumiere looks better. However, those are demos and we have to see until it goes public because we know that demos are demos and life is life. So let's wait for a bit when it's at least available for the waitlist or for general public and actually compare if it's good or if it's the same thing as the recent fiasco with another AI. And unfortunately, we have to end this video in a bit of a sad note. Microsoft decided to lay off 1,900 people from their gaming division. That it's probably the reason of the recent Activision Blizzard merge. Honestly, I was a bit on the for Activision Blizzard and Microsoft merger, as I was hoping for the best for the developers and of course for the users and current subscribers of the Game Pass, because I think it's a good service. You have a lot of games that are available to you, but this is a showcase of what can happen after a big company buys another big company. It's a lot of people that were laid off, mostly from the Activision Blizzard side, but there were also a couple of people who worked in Microsoft gaming division for a long time. 1,900 people, that's a lot. That's around 8% of the whole Microsoft division. And one of the employees who got laid off was Lady Devon. Hopefully I'm pronouncing the username correctly. She was the community manager for Fallout 76 from the disaster start till the 25th of Jan. So I hope that she and other people from all of the Microsoft division, and if you've been laid off recently, I hope that you will find a job soon enough. And yeah, I think that's it for the January. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, put the like in the video, subscribe to the channel. In the comments down below, do let me know what I missed that was really interesting this year. If you like this format of the video, if you want me to release the one in the February, and hope I'll see you in the next one. Now, go play some games.